Landlord Cakez.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, you guys, how you guys doing? What's good, everybody? You guys ready for some more game development today? First easy. Hello there, hello. But that's not correct, Mr. Cherise.
Hello.
Oh! Let us begin!
Cakez got 0 res, and that demo is never dropping.
What are you looking at, huh? Who are you staring at, though? You wanna fight? Something? You have something in your nose. Might have to clean that, bro. Stop staring at me, bro. Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Flashbang t-shirt. True. Might just turn it down by 1. See? Yeah. Yeah. Guten Morgen, guten Morgen, guten Tag. Yeah, true.
Am I
Germans
so
are
out
weak
of
as
touch?
fuck. I'm 6.3.
No.
Arcane TD just
I
subscribed.
think I'm
Finally some
6.3 as well.
from work. Cakez 7, milady.
Ah, man, thank you so much for the big support. Big W's in chat for Arcane TD. Come on, you guys. Big
Countdown
W's
to
in
next
chat. Thank you
bad
very
day.
much,
30
bro.
seconds. Countdown to release. 37,458 days left.
Where's the bathrobe? Way too hot for that today, my friend. Your uncle. Bob's your uncle. So, my friends, I have good news. Go look at this game again and look at the wrong Steam link. Huh? I hope you guys had a good weekend, everybody. You know, hope you enjoyed yourself. You took the time to sleep and rest well, because that's very important, so you don't get sick. I apologize for being late today. I actually went to sleep, because I don't want to get tonsillitis, whatever that's called, again. So I decided to take a, you know, small little nap before the stream. Cakez was super late on purpose so we can rest. True. Big true, sir. Hey, Shintai, good morning. Alright, guys. I changed. Basically, I did all of the to-dos on the list off stream. But then we got new to-dos. I went through all of your feedback, and many of you guys have repeated feedback. And the list of things to do got much bigger now because of that. Let me see here. So this was the list. And all of these checked components are the things that I did on the weekend. But then you guys, I read all of your feedback that you put on Discord. And you might have noticed that I answered some of you guys in game feedback. But was most important to me was the gameplay feedback that you guys had. You know, played for 2 hours, got frustrated a bit because of the later levels, 1 single league, 1 shots. You know, we had fixed that. And then I'll buy your game, that's awesome. You know, if it's $10, good amount of levels and balance, yeah, for sure. Then wishlist items, not sure if you've done this already. Someday to rest, some way to rest the unit's skill points is easily needed. Reset, yeah, stuff like that. Like, I read through all of this and wrote down a list of things to do. that I'll try to do before this date right here. So basically before Friday. But I might not be able to do all of them, which is okay because I have managed to do everything else except for Bloom.
Hope you have a good time, Cakez and chat Pepe Neil.
Watch that short, Cakes. Which short are you talking about? Which short? There's no short. Link it to me. So you gotta provide a link for me to watch a short when you're telling me to watch a short. Because I don't know what you're talking about. React suggestions? Trailer? The trailer of that game is blatantly stolen from Thronefall. Doesn't matter. It sucks, of course, but... Is it? I doubt it. Not this? Yeah, bro, then link it to me, bro. Anyways, so... let me get you up to speed on what happened off stream. Instead of the text level up and unlock abilities, and this I haven't done that yet, but that's also something that one of you guys suggested I would do, and this one was easy to fix. Anyways, the floating text, we have a float. Actually, we did that. Chaining range, we did that. Today we're going to do feedback Google Docs link and quit page. I did that already. I'll show you in a second. And let's see, starting oranges, fix amount, tree amount. Yeah, did that. Ice shield is something I still need to do. Chest. So we need to make it so that chests cannot spawn outside the map. That's one of you guys telling me that it was really frustrating when they got a chest drop, and it would spawn where they couldn't pick it up. That sucked. And then effects linger, we did that. I turned the lost screen into the top performers. Top performers are now also taken from fallen heroes and sold heroes. And then did that. Thanks for playing. 2 flags. Oh, guys, look at this. Wait, I have to close it like this so you guys don't see it. Watch this. Can you see the difference? Those of you that watch every day?
Make a good game and don't market it.
New
money
flag?
will come to you.
And the Steam flag? I changed it. One is waving from left to right, the other one is waving from right to left. Doesn't matter. Moves too fast? Wishlist and feedback, yeah. This is what we're gonna do today. The feedback one. We need to do Google Docs. We'll do that later. And then watch this, guys. You guys ready? Click on feedback cakes. That brings me to, I don't even know. That brings me to Discord. That brings me to Discord. Yeah, feedback is not implemented yet. I told you. Uh-huh. Hey, chat. Huh? What do you think about that, brothers? Huh? Totally not taken from the king is watching, huh? Clown Tangy confirmed. I mean, we already have it in the game, to be honest. Look, not in a game, but in Atlas. None of you guys saw this, actually.
Am I so out of touch?
Here.
No.
Barak.ho just subscribed.
Oh, my man, Barak Dotto, thank you so much for the support, bro. Big W's, come on, guys. Doctor, thank you very much, bro. What a nice person. Nice yoink approved. Yeah, right. So yeah, we can now, I can close this with escape here. And in town, it opens up here too. But here, when I press escape, it actually closes the game. So it does have some non-deterministic behavior, but that's fine. It's okay. It's a minor thing. Otherwise...
Am I so out of touch? No.
Wangid_ is gifting 5 sub to the community.
My man! Holy! Come on, Morgan. Thank you, guys. Big W's, come on. That looks good. Thank you very much for the support, bro. Wangan, thank you. Aha! This guy was scoring like a speed of 3, bro. Damn. Ignore that price, okay, please. Sorry. Actually, let me give it a price. Steel sword. So on Steam, you do nothing for 6 hours and then you just grind and make the game offline. I was doing the... There you go. It's a bit inexpensive, to be honest. Bit inexpensive, actually. There you go. But you think this is it, my friends? Do you think I have learned nothing out of my endeavors on Friday? Do these guys actually think this guy has learned nothing? Shit. Haha. Haha. Come on. Come on, guys. So let me explain here, okay? Before I show off a little bit, right? I'm proud, you know. When you do something like that good, you gotta be proud of what you did, right, guys? So we need to make sure that I need to show that to you guys because you're really proud of that, bro. Hey. Anyways, so what this is the aggregated stats of Steam that I coded into the game on Friday, displayed in a list. And the way this works is that every time someone starts a map, they will set their value, their own value from their own Steam ID to 1. And whenever they win, they also set it to 1. So you can see here that I started Murky Waters, but I have not finished it yet. But I have started the Goblin Camp and I finished it. And for these stats at the top here, it says 2 and 2 because I reset the stats on Friday. On Friday, what we did is we played through the first map till round 8. Then I reset my stats and locally my stats were reset, but on the cloud on Steam, these stats still existed. So there was 1, 1 and 8. And now when I played again, I started the round again, I won the round again, and the maximum round was 8. And 8 is divided by the starts, I think. yeah, by however many people start, I divide the maximum round by. And this panel here is the global stats from Steam. So that if, let's say I have 100 playtesters on the Steam demo, I can now track how many of those 100 playtesters have started the first map, which anyone that starts the game and clicks the play button will start the first map. And from that point onward, I can see how and where in which level they quit. And what the average round is for said level to see, okay, well, if on Goblin Camp, 100 people start the map, but only 50 people finish the map, and the maximum round averaged out is 6, then maybe there's something at round 6 or 7 that I need to look at, if that makes sense. So this is what these stats are for. And for those of you who are wondering how that works, is global stat. Well, what is it called again? I did that on, let's see, global stats here. Basically what you need to do is you need to do a class. And in that class, you need to put a member, or struct works as well, but you need functions. In the class, you need to store what is called a callback, I think, call result. With the return type of the function that you're calling to get data, because it's an asynchronous function. So what I'm doing here is I'm requesting... Shut the fuck up! I'm requesting the global stats from Steam, and then it says history in days 0, basically all of the stats. And this is an asynchronous call that leaves me with a callback function. And then I need to add this. It's so, maybe some of you guys understand how that works. I don't really get it, but hey, I basically store this call procedure or whatever that is, you know, this ID, it's just an int. I store that in this weird call result, whatever that is, right? I can inspect it. It is a class, right? That has weird stuff in it. Don't understand how that works. I store that with this instance. C++, ladies and gentlemen, I have no clue what that is. I know that this is the pointer to myself, meaning my object on the stack, heap, wherever I am. So this thing, right, me, this right here, the instance. And then the function to be called from when the callback returns with the data. And so it is called on get global stats. I wrote that myself. That receives this callback and whether it had an IO failure or something. This always comes with it. I don't know what that is. And then this object here, this type of object, is determined by the function itself. This is the result here. Steam call result. And so, yeah, you have to do it like this. And then in this function, whenever it returns, you can then go ahead and get global stats by name. And this is what my global stats look like right now. Wait. For the demo. Why are the function names starting with cat? Because it was from the tutorial here somewhere. I forgot where it was. Request global stats. Not request global stats. What did I call? Oh, actually it's called request global stats. Yeah. Where isn't the example? Wo ist denn das? There's an example here somewhere, but I don't know where that is. Actually, let's see. Let me find that call result. Here. This is from this example. And they had the same style of functions, that's why. I did. Oh no, 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 no. Why is that on? I'm not sponsored by that. I did that years ago. Why is this on? Eh? Wait a minute, sorry guys. There's a bot on that from a past campaign. You guys remember the game? We played that. That's over. Why is this spamming? Go away. Let's see here. We've done this. Okay. Should be off now. Stop, guys. Stop. Hey, Yester, thank you very much for following. You seem energetic today. Yeah, Paul. I slept a lot. I'm tired of getting sick. Ever since I got tonsillitis, I'm tired of... It was a wake-up call, actually, to take better care of my health. And you guys, you know why I was able to program so much on Saturday? I ate a salad. Goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I made myself a salad, man. Yeah. It's true. Anyways, so I wanted to show you the stats because I think that's interesting. Here. Also, this kind of needs to move a little bit. It's annoying. Give me a second, my brothers. Okay. Good stuff. Where's this? Achievements. These are the stats that I made off stream. We have start crossroads, max round crossroads, win crossroads, start goblin camp, max round goblin camp, win goblin camp, start murky waters, max round murky waters, and win murky waters. And there's only one last thing left to do, which is add another stat for... what is it called? Add another stat to get the maximum round for the endless mode. That's what we need to do. Oh, we got raided. Thank you very much for Hyperon's live. Thank you very much for raiding, bro. Hello there, sir. So yeah, anyways, let's get over with. We're already 20 minutes in. Basically, you get the global stat. Then I store that for each story map. And for the maximum round, I just divide the maximum rounds when I display that, which is... what did I do here, guys? Not sure what I did. What did I do? What happened? Anyways. Toggle. This view. No, wait. Display. Steam. No, wait. View. Steam. Wait. Underscore Steam. Stats. Yeah. Here. And then I just go through the story maps and their data from the Steam stats and display them. And for the maximum round, I divide that by the start count. So yeah, anyways, long time, blah, 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 blah. I might do a tutorial on that because I find that interesting. These stats can be very helpful, but only after we have gotten feedback from you guys. Only after I have started gathering stats for the new demo. So now, today I want to do the Steam API, sorry, the Google Docs survey stuff. We'll do almost exactly the same survey as, what is it called? As the King is watching. We might do some of our own stuff, but before we do that, I want to read this. This is the game that we didn't play, but looked at. Really successful game on Steam, actually. I wonder how many... Overwhelmingly positive. He's almost at 600, man. That's awesome. It's a tower defense game. Pixel art, tower defense. And the cool part about it is that you can maze yourself. As far as I can tell from the screenshots, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can build yourself money generating tiles. These are well, pine trees or something. I don't know. And they generate money for you. And then you have different types of heroes. And it looks like you also need housing. So somewhat of a merge between a simple city builder plus tower defense. And so you need to manage your economy in a way where it is more than just money. And on top of that, you need to defend the incoming waves. And it looks like there is purple enemies. This is the flying enemies. And then there the green lines are the ground enemies. And obviously the purple, hopefully this is called purple, right? The purple lines are going straight for the house, which is in the middle. And that's what you have to protect. So very simplistic, just by looking, I've looked at this before. So obviously it is familiar, but still everything is very well telegraphed and explained, and visually you can almost exactly see what you have. And here to the top, this looks like a rogue light element to me. These probably are buffs that reset every time you start a new round. So yeah, really cool. Let's see. Yeah, roguelike, very cool stuff. And the important part here is that this guy made this game entirely in Lua. Is that correct? Gnomes is made in Lua. But I guess we just read this because that makes it easier to understand. It's Rust? I doubt it. People told me it was Lua. Rust? Was it Rust? Really? It's Rust. Okay, well, fine. Then it's Rust. Let's see. My games just reached overwhelmingly positive at 98. Whoa, man, that's so cool, man. I wonder if he did a demo. He did. How long? Sorry, I have to look at this. Download Gnomes demo, SteamDB. How long has the demo been out? And is this an actual tenant app? Wow, that's a lot, bro. Let's see the store page for that. Stats here, charts. Oh, it's been out since December 2024, so not that long actually. But it's gotta be a demo page. 92 reviews. Interesting. So, wow, 98% there. Wait, he put out a game without any failures at all? What do you mean? So when I put out a game, I have so many bad things in the game that I would get 1 million negative reviews. How does that work? Negative. One? Ah, come on. It's a simple roguelike, but having to reallocate each gnome after each round gets pretty tedious after a while. Relocate. 7 hours. Testing? Yeah, but how did you do testing, my friend? How did he do testing? Himself? Well, let's see. No doubt, no budget. Wait. My game just reached overwhelmingly positive and 98% in the first 20 days. No budget, no engine, no problem. Ask me anything. This guy's just styling on us. No problem. What do you mean no problem, bro? Hey. Okay. When you say no engine, did you create your own engine for it, or did you produce it in an alternate program? We. It's not a single person. Aha! Dr. Gero, thank you very much for following, bro. This guy is humble compared how you will act if your game is successful. No, I would do a similar post though. I wouldn't brag at all, but yeah. OpenGL and Fmod. Fmod is something I want to do too. That's for audio, guys. Really cool stuff. I also used Asprite for all the art. Aha. That's actually super interesting. Where are any big hurdles you hit by choosing to do this in this way that an engine maybe would have solved easily? Font. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Font rendering is so annoying. Oh my god, I need to do that too. For the 10th time or something. I've done font rendering like a million times. The issue with font is this. Watch. Windowed mode. Now you can see it here somewhat, right? But look at the font here. Can't read that at all. If I go smaller, it's almost indistinguishable. You can't even read this. And the reason why is because it's not blurring the font properly. It's not creating subpixels. Like any resolution where the font is not scaled perfectly results in broken font. Let's make a new project here. No, that's too small. Facebook, for example, here. Let me make that dark. So, for example, when we zoom in here, you can see that on the pixel grid, while it's normally 1 pixel thick, this one right here is 2 pixels thick, because it can only choose either a full pixel or nothing. It's all or nothing for this. And so the way to fix this is by using it's not called alpha blending, it's called anti-aliasing. You need to anti-alias the font, and you need to write the shader for that yourself. And so if you don't do that, then that looks bad. If you do it correctly, I have an example for you where it's done properly, and then the font actually does look good. And that is Stardew Valley. This one right here, that screenshot. It will take a while to load up, but yeah, font sucks at all. Massive annoyance when making your own engine. Font rendering, but there's no counterfactual. Other than that, pretty fine for 2D. I don't actually want to roll an animation system. Ask me in a few years. Other than that, pretty fine for 2D. I don't understand these words, to be honest. But hey, it's got the handmade feeling, which a few people have commented on, and we've devised a font-related plan for Chinese characters, etc., which hopefully fits the visual style. Stay tuned. What would be a good solution for that? How could we overcome all these issues that take a lot of time, ... Yeah, but some people do make their own engine. And so this is one of the pitfalls. Here it is. Look at the, well, here, not here. Unfortunately, I loaded the wrong one. Damn it. Is it here maybe? No. I loaded the wrong screenshot, sorry guys. It might be this one here. Or this one. I'll load both. Okay, how did you test / ensured the compatibility with different systems? That's my personal biggest fear when going without an engine. I personally use Rust plus Bevy. NVIDIA interpreting it different than AMD. Yeah, we have had that issue too. Wasn't that a problem at all? Well, for me it was a huge problem. I couldn't fix it. Hello, the coder here. Wait, so there's 2 people or how many? Always test in production. In principle, it's not a demanding game. I try to use the most compatible technology possible everywhere. For example, primarily based on just a primitive, lowest OpenGL version / not using any advanced features. Just rendering sprites and a couple of render passes. Winit actually wasn't working on Microsoft Surface. What is Winit, guys? So I ported the entire backend to STL. Aha! So they're using STL. That update is going to drop very soon. Oh wait, what is Winit? Ah, I see. Winit is a pure Rust create for windowing and input. Wait, so he's using the default Rust libraries to do input and window opening, and that didn't work on Microsoft? So Rust library? So it's not the default, the standard library of Rust. On the Microsoft Surface. What is a Microsoft Surface? Images. Is it a laptop? Aha. It's one of these guys. Windows tablet. I get it. How did these guys test that? How did you test that? Maybe I should ask them. I don't have a Winit. I don't have a Surface. That update is going to drop very soon. I hope it will be rock solid, basically, but we won't know till it does. Preliminary testing looks good. So far, though, it has seemed to just work under Proton, and some community members even got it working on Mac with Wine. Basically, if the app just targets low OpenGL, it should be pretty fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what we got to when we released the game and I had too high of an OpenGL version. I had a lot of issues. But of course, there were a lot of random breakages on launch on different people's PCs. It was pretty stressful. But I don't think more than average. Mostly resolved now. But yeah, I mostly stuck to super core infrastructural C libraries like FOMOD and STL. As for the Rust ecosystem, I don't know anything what Bevy is like in this regard, blah blah blah. I don't know what it's like to ship on, but hopefully it's good, lol. But to actually answer your question, we will test ourselves, send builds to friends, have a playtest branch on Steam first, kind of work your way up. Aha! Playtest branch on Steam first. So where is that playtest branch? Can we find that here maybe? If we do Control-T and then gnomes, playtest, Steam, DB. Does that exist? It does actually exist. I found it. Oi. Aha. Hey, that looks like what I have. And then they asked the people, the community that followed them. September. Wait, August actually. Aha. And that's private. What do you mean you found it? Yeah, well, this is not advertised on the normal Gnomes page. Do you see a playtest here? Anyways, I don't want to get into a discussion. Thanks for the detailed answer. Very nice work. Bevy is actually using window management. How's the blah blah blah? Bevy is actually using Winit for window management. How big is the MS Surface user base nowadays? Bevy is mostly... Okay, that sounds not very interesting. Let's see, this is impressive, but just out of curiosity, wouldn't it have been easier or faster to make a game in an established engine like Unity or Godot? Why Godot? Huh? What about GameMaker? I imagine doing it your way gives you more control, but also sounds like a ton of extra work. Was it mainly to show off your skill? What is wrong with these people? No, people just like doing it. What is your... to show off? Godot bigger than all? Nah, thank you very much. That's not true, actually. Which is totally fair, by the way. Or was there a specific reason why you went this route? Congrats on release, of course. The game only took about 10 months from idea to Steam release. Please, someone. There's got to be someone in this thread. Do you have experience making games? Did you have experience making games? Because I feel so bad right now. Okay? You can't do this to me, saying that you made the game in 10 months from no experience. That I don't believe that. I guess it's hard to know if an existing engine would have been quicker. Kenoath is the technical lead. Technical lead. And he insisted on making the game this way. I didn't want to make him learn a new system when he was already very comfortable with his own. Aha! We mostly just stay out of each other's way and link up where we need to. We also created a workflow that I prefer over Unity. What is that? Despite being a less technical dev than most, I found this system much easier to work with than Unity, which I have used for other commercial projects. There it is, my friends. He's already experienced, but for how long? That's the question. How long? Tech lead for an indie dev feels fake. Yo, so 500 reviews is fake to you. Okay, interesting. Rust. I didn't know people use that for games. there's a lot of negativity in this space at the moment where people are being scared of the pure volume of games released. I agree, it's tough to sell games on Steam, but it's still very realistic to turn it into a sustainable career. What is with this guy? He's so negative. Huh? You just don't listen to these people, bro. In my opinion, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be... True. Yeah, so you're positive. Actually, it's not negative. Edit. My co-dev is... Kenneth. He's technical lead for Gnomes. We are currently in the same room as well. Do we listening to the same song? Is that the same song? No. What's your problem, guys? Okay, I'm listening to Campfire. Here you go. Now stop skipping songs, okay? You know what this is? This is like some two teenagers. They're sitting in a room together because their mom let them sleep over. And then they pretend like they're some big company. You know, it's like, hey, the tech lead is over there. You gotta talk to him, not to me, bro. And then like, oh, can we have some chips, mommy? Thank you very much. And Coca-Cola. Ah, cool. Yeah, so the tech lead said that we need to use Rust because Rust is what he knows. That's what happens, you know. 100%. We're currently in the same room as well. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thanks everyone who picked up notes because of this post and everyone who's already been playing it. Anyone who's interested, here is the link to the Steam page. Free demo as well. If you haven't already, please leave a review. It really it does help a lot. Yeah. Okay, I feel like it's not just the volume of games, but the fact that so many of them are obvious clones trying to write the coattails of other games' successes, which isn't inherently bad, but so many games I see advertised as my game is Stardew Valley meets Vampire Survivors or something like that. Never heard about that, actually. Well, my game meets Bloons with Path of Exile. In an MMORPG-like setting. My game is unique. Anyways, I'll just play the one I know is good lol. So every refreshing time a game releases that is fairly original and just plain good. This is particularly why games like yours and Nubby have found success recently. I love notes, it's fantastic. Doing a fast follow is definitely a valid tactic, but it's hard to tell what games are worth doing the fast follow for. I made a survivor-like with another team before Gnomes. There it is, my friends. There it is. Sea of Survivors. Please tell me you spent 10 years on this. Control. You see, this is what... Guys, this is what we all need to see. Damn, the game looks good. With another team. Damn, that looks good. Well, it's really difficult to tell the ships apart from the other ships, but otherwise, wow. Wow. Holy, these guys are experienced as hell. That looks professional. Oh, wow, that's a big boss. Crazy. And the game? Wow, 300 reviews. Hey, not bad. 20,000 wish lists? First game is better than the second? Wait, ja needs games. Nah, ja, ne. Where do you meet these people? Where do they meet? Interesting. Early access game. How long? I need to see how long the game's been out for. Aha, 2023. So it's been out for 2 years, almost. No, actually not that long. Great art, has a great consistent theme. Yeah, it does. I wonder if he was the art guy. It's a Vampire Survivors but pirates. We were pretty quick on the punch while also making a bunch of unique mechanics. Pretty quick to the punch while also making a bunch of unique mechanics, and it ended up selling quite well. It was enough for me to have the runaway to make another game at least. I kind of see this as at the moment with the incremental genre. Eventually the market becomes oversaturated. Incremental genre? What is that, guys? incremental genre? Incremental games? Clicker games. Number go up, clicker games. Okay. Eventually the market becomes oversaturated with similar games, so the best quality ones float to the top and the more hobbyist games get buried. Both of these games had something in common, which is that the same people buy a lot of games that are similar if they really like the genre. I don't think there's anything wrong with making games that are similar to others, but the first ones out the gate are usually the most prolific. Yeah, that's true. So we have so many examples. We have, you know, this Sea of Survivors, then we have, what's it called? Bunny Survivors or something? No, not Buns. What was it called? The game that failed, quote unquote, that we looked at. The one that had really difficult... Not Death Must Die. No, it didn't fail. No, not my game. Let me find it. I'll open up my YouTube. Give me a sec. Videos. The game is called... Yeah. Where is it actually? Is it that far down? It's gotta be here soon. It will be here soon, my brothers. It will be here. Here. Bullet Bunny. It's called Bullet Bunny. Bullet Bunny. This is a Vampire Survivors clone that is not that successful. Quote unquote. How many reviews? 100 reviews. Yeah. But the art still looks kind of good. I think it's a bit too dark. It's difficult to tell what's going on the screenshots. That is definitely working against the game, but otherwise, yeah. Another Survivors clone made by someone who's made... we watched the video of him, who didn't make that many projects before this, so somewhat his first project, and it still sold reasonably well. So yeah, there are many other, like many other examples. Cool. My game is Stardew Valley meets Vampire Survivors. This is what I have... with this I have the idea for next game. Okay. Don't bother trying to make something original and complain about market saturation, blah blah blah. Okay, love to hear stuff like this. I couldn't agree more, as I'm a full-time indie just because of Steam algorithm. As long as you have an awesome game, you'll be okay, and you seem to have nailed it. Well done and congrats on the success. Let me see. Glad to see others that have managed to crack the code. I think the main is just learning from your mistakes each time you do it and keeping the dev cycle short so you keep risk low as possible. Well, that train left the station long time ago, bro. It is how it is. But I'm you know, learning from my mistakes, so that's good. Yeah. Are you guys learning from your mistakes? Chat, you're learning from your mistakes? Yes? No? From my mistakes? I learn from Cake's mistakes every stream. I unsubbed. We're learning from your... Can you guys stop saying my mistakes? Okay. Short dev cycle. Yeah. My next game will be a short dev cycle. Yes, always use Unity, never custom. Couldn't agree more. I did twice so far. First game made in 3 months, solo dev, and second game in 6, called Mining Mecha Super and Super Mining Max. Let's see here. I like these games. I wonder if this guy who made short games... Oh wow, 500 reviews. Damn. That's crazy. I guess it's a short game idea? Wow, that looks good too. Damn. I feel like I've seen these characters before. They must be art from the internet, actually. But hey, it works, so who cares? Ooh, look at the money. Ah, that's definitely something that people will like. It's gotta be... Damn, and how did he make the game? Oh, wow. Game maker. 18 people in the game right now. Wow. Really good stuff. And then the first game, Mining Mecha. Super Mining Mechs. Okay. Mining Mecha. Really interesting. 3 months, by the way, guys. 3 months. Wow, 17 in game. Wow, 2,000 players all-time peak. Oh, he got lucky here. Looks like something happened here. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the bump. Wait, it's the same game. He made the same game twice? You know what I should have done, guys? My first game, Cakez TD, I should have released it. And then I should have started my new game. That's what I should have done. Yeah. I should have released it and then made Tangy TD next. Nah, I don't want to do it now. Now it's too late. Sunken cost. Mining Max is a banger title, yeah? You like it? Tangy TD 2? Oh, you mean my game. Haha, funny. Very funny. I agree. Spent most of my time learning marketing only to come to the conclusion people only care about games that are good. Yeah, that's true. I have worked in the video game marketing professionally at a game publisher for 5+ years. Okay, so that's not from the developers here though. It used to be somewhat useful, but I chose to not do any marketing for my games despite my experience. I instead focused on optimizing the Steam page for the algorithm. I can assure you that these days, even with the best publishers, their results are primarily carried by the algorithms. Not to say that marketing is irrelevant, but it does make it a secondary objective. I agree with this, actually. I cannot show you, but let me take a look again. For my game, I can't show you this, actually. But for my game, when it comes to the wish lists, where's this? Marketing and visibility. I can track where people find my game on Steam. And from Twitch and YouTube, I gain wish lists over, and this is over, what is the period of time here that we're looking at? Last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, okay? In the last 2 weeks, I have gotten... I cannot tell you how many wish lists I've gotten, right? But I've gotten more than... I can't tell you how much. I'll just say you percentage, okay? And then when I... Okay, let me see the... Go back. Go back again. So keep that in mind. Here. And then go 2 weeks. I can tell you how many wish lists I got over the last 2 weeks. 47. Okay, so I can show you this, right? I can show you that I've gotten 47 over 2 weeks. Steam and Twitch together, sorry, the stream here on Twitch together are not even half as much as this. And my Steam page doesn't even have a trailer. So you can make the math yourself. And I'm fairly active on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I'm not allowed to tell the Steam marketing numbers. Steam doesn't like that. I'm working on finishing the game, bro. I'm working on it. But it's always inspiring to read someone's success stories. I hate this. I hate this. This guy, I need to download this guy. Am I logged in? Where am I? I am logged in. Cake77. I hate this. I hate that word survivorship bias. It bothers me. Where is it? Survivorship bias is strong in this statement. Oh my god. Where can I download? 3 points. Yeah. Minus. Is this page bugged or something? Shouldn't it look different? By the way? No? Okay. Load more comments. I want to see this. Which part? Happy to answer question about it. Yeah. Come on. He's talking about the logical error. Ignore it, please. Instead, just tell us about how many games you have developed and how many of them are successful. I think that'll be enough to clarify the thing about the survivorship bias thing. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, I love this guy. Logical error? Ah, survivorship bias bullshit, yeah. I was hoping to respond with something useful, although it doesn't seem like they came here to learn anything. No, this guy didn't come here to learn anything. This guy came here, and those people in chat, for those of you who think this too, by the way, guys. You are in old Reddit? You use the old prefix? Oh, I see. What if I do this? Oh, that looks much better. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I followed the link. Oh, wait. No. Oh, that sucks. Wait. This is better. Okay. Let me find the survivorship bias guy. I hate this guy. Here. This guy is lazy. If any one of you in chat, you see a successful game and you say survivorship bias, you're lazy. Because if you don't even put in the work, how can you survive? It's not survivorship bias. It's not a thing. No, it is getting lucky. But how can you get lucky? You work yourself up to when the opportunity arises to act on the luck that you have received. Every person that puts themselves out there will at one time in their life or multiple times in their life get lucky to a point where they can capitalize on it if they have prepared enough. So the more you put yourself out there, the more chances you have to get lucky. Read the dev response. Yeah, we're gonna read the dev response. So yeah, this guy is not here to learn. He's just here to be lazy. And this right here, this statement is pure laziness. Because it basically puts all of the success and hard work, it puts that aside and puts luck in front. And it's a coping mechanism for most people. Basically, oh, this guy just got lucky. I won't be that lucky, so I won't even try. I was hoping to respond with something useful, although it doesn't seem like they came here to learn anything. No, they did not. Firstly, I'm aware that 95% of games that get released on Steam fail to ever make $1,000. True. And it's for good reasons. They aren't commercially viable products. I couldn't tell you how many projects I've worked on. Aha! Look at this, 5 years! That's awesome! We still have time, boys! Yay! I'm in the same boat, my brother! Yay! Okay, over the past, decade! But actual commercial projects for Steam I've worked on, at least... So this guy's been making games for 10 years!
This guy's been making games for 10 years. I'm in my 4th year, null exception.
Okay. I made Cakez TD, I made Tangy TD, I made a Vampire Survivors clone. I made Tower Survivors, though the gameplay loop is not that flashed out yet, so you can make yourself... You can say yourself if you call it finished or not. I made somewhat of a Celeste clone, but quit before designing the levels. Terraria clone? Nah, not really. It's an idea. Oh my god, free space, you stupid! Okay, listen. This absolute goober in chat does not understand how that worked. In the last 5 years, he's made 7 to 8 projects or games for Steam. What about the 5 years before this? Huh? Tell me. Hello. Explain that to me, please, sir. Survivorship bias is basically the idea that you learn something by being successful, but you learned the wrong thing. Because you got lucky. That's the idea. He probably made noughts and crosses. Anyways, so awesome to see. That's why the project feels so good and flashed out. because he has a lot of experience. And this is, I find this to be the most important aspect of this entire post. Because it shows that the longer you stick with something, the better you get at it. And when you keep going further down the line, you will find success. Because at some point you have learned and acquired that much knowledge that you know what to do and what not to do. And you are more focused on the task at hand. I find this so important that every single person needs to see this to not get, what is it called in English? Not demonetized. Like when you're demoralized. Yeah, demoralized, discouraged, yeah. Because when you see someone saying, I've made this game in 10 months, what they leave out is, but I've made games for 10 years before this. Or I've made games for 8 years before this. And so all of this knowledge, all of this backlog of failures, of mistakes, of learning what to do, of trying out different things, all of this is still there. This counts. And so it's not actually 10 months, but it is the experience to focus and do the right things in 10 months that was built on a backlog of failed projects, a lifetime essentially, yes? And that is so important because everyone who starts making games or they get into this, they see these stories and they're like, wait, I made my game in 7 months and this is what it looks like. For example, let's not do this one here, but let's say Cakez TD demo. Because that's me after like 6-7 months. Why does my game not look that good after 10 months when these guys have such a great looking game? Load! Anyways, we're gonna wait. I started making, let me see here, a few games on Unity, but never realized anything yet. I want to start making a public one. Do you think mobile or PC is better? Do you think mobile or PC is better? An opinion, better opinion to go for? I think you should focus on making a good game first, and a game that you would like to play too. And then keep it short. Because you will most likely quit making a game if it's too long. Very few people have the willpower and the stamina to make a game for 4 years and not see any results. It's very rare to have that. Most people will quit. So try to make your game as small as possible. And try to make one mechanic the core mechanic of your game that you spend most of your time on, which is called the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop you should be able to produce a gameplay loop in, let's say, a month of time. And the gameplay loop for, let's say, I'll show you the gameplay loop for a tower defense game. You have units, you place units, enemy come to your base, you defeat the enemies. You upgrade your units, you earn money, you build an economy that allows you to place more units to defeat more incoming units. And then you win and maybe you unlock more units. And the upgrading, the placing of units, the defeating of enemies, the enemy countering your units, all of that is the gameplay loop. The player will spend 90% of their time in the engaging with this mechanic. So the UI for upgrading units, the effects for upgrading units, the upgrades themselves, the costs, the economy, the enemy countering your units, this needs to be worked on and fleshed out the most. Everything else is a side product of that. And the reason why I know that is because I've made a tower defense game for a long time. And so whatever game you're making, identify the core gameplay loop, what the player will spend most of their time on, and flesh that out as much as possible. Then you have a playable version after, let's say, a month or 2 months, and you put that out. And then you try to finish that in about Yeah, less than, let's say, 4 years. Anyways, yeah, so this is my game after about a year of development. My first, like, actual try at a game. This is what it looked like. And while it doesn't look too bad, it also doesn't look that great. You know, here, stuff like this. Does not look too nice. And yeah. You have mixed vibes between Stardew Valley and... yeah. It looks okay, but you can see that the quality isn't the best. Is there too much of a gameplay loop for beginner projects, Cakez? A tower defense game is all about upgrades. So you could limit the upgrades. You could limit your gameplay loop to work on upgrades and enemies countering your units. You could work on these two as much as possible. Fun upgrades and enemies countering your upgrades. So for example, a counter would be an enemy that is resistant to physical damage, but then you have a tower that deals magic damage. That's the first gameplay mechanic of that loop that you work on. Now, you have an enemy that is resistant to magic damage. You need one to counter the magic tower. Then you can have an enemy that flies, and some towers cannot shoot up. And in the case of gnomes, they've done this very well, actually. If it's a maze type game, the gameplay mechanic is that the flying units ignore the building, the maze structure. So now that is another gameplay mechanic. And you see these, then you work on the upgrades. Do you generate money by killing enemies? Do you have to place down plants to generate money and housing to place down more units? Stuff like that. It all depends on how you want to do it. But you need to work on that. And identifying this when you're making your game for the first time is really difficult because you don't know. You don't know what a core gameplay loop is. You've never built one. So yeah. Anyways, long story short, long rambling session. This is very important. Please don't be, and I say this all the time, do not be deterred by the success of people that have been in the business for a long time. Because these people have done the same mistakes that you're doing right now. And you're doing these mistakes is good if you learn from them. And that is normal. So yeah, anyways, that makes me feel better about myself. And also, for me, at least, it makes me, what is it called? It gives me motivation to keep going. Because that means that even if I fail now, somewhere down the lane, maybe I make a project in 6 months and it's successful because I've made these mistakes already, you know? I think someone will be deterred from someone else's success unless it's the exact same game. No, I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself, but when I see someone who's made a game in 10 months and that is their first game and the game sold, let's say, 1,000, has 1,000 reviews, then I'm like, okay, what am I doing with my life? How can I be so stupid and this guy is so smart? That's insane. I never stopped being a game developer, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. Anyways, this includes projects we scrapped pre-announcement because they weren't good enough in games where I worked as a contractor. Man, that's crazy. I have released 2 games with 2 different studios where I have an equal stake with the other developers. First we... Oh, I see. First was called Sea of Survivors in October 2023 and the second was Gnomes. I would consider both of them a success, but Gnomes has already sold out all of my previous games in less than 3 weeks. Having contracted for other developers in the past, is probably some of the most insightful of my experiences. Yeah, I bet, man. You know why? Because you see people doing things differently and you learn from someone. It's like a multiplier to your mistakes. Let's say you work together with 5 people and they have all more or less the same knowledge level. You have now multiplied your mistakes and people explaining stuff to you by 5. Because they teach you. This is awesome. There are a few glaring mistakes they made with their processes in the games in general. Yeah. Here's a few from my experience. Okay. Okay, let's go. Ah, I love this. Yay. God, I love these They did no market research or just absolute nonsense market research to justify their idea. That's my mistake. They overestimate the value of story and neglect actual gameplay. I never did this mistake. Props to me, because I know that story is not that important. Good stuff. No direction when it comes to their scope. They're just making a game and don't even know what it is yet. I did that mistake, yep. For me, they didn't listen to player feedback or couldn't even get playtests started in the first place. I always listen to you guys. When I gave you the game, I listened to your feedback and I changed the game accordingly. So I didn't do this mistake, thank goodness. They had no idea how Steam worked and made absolute marketing blunders like releasing an unfinished Steam page. No, my Steam page wasn't unfinished. I just changed the entire game. So that was my mistake. I should have released this game and made a new Steam page. No, I should have made a new Steam page, actually. No, guys, that is something I realized today. I should have released this. Maybe I should have added in a couple more levels, couple more enemies. Call it quits, make a new game. Should have done that. Sold this game on Steam. Maybe I earn, let's say, $5 a month. Hey, take $5. That's one doner kebab or something, maybe. And then move on with my life, make a new game. Should have done that. Didn't do it. Unfinished Steam page. Entertaining. Wait. Entering an unplayable demo into Next Fest. Didn't do that, yeah. Or releasing their action roguelike on the same day as Hades. Oh, okay. I didn't do that, but I see that, yeah. Thank you so much for the valuable feedback. We are all game devs. We all game devs are humans. And envy just a survival mechanism we evolved from. Envy is just a survival mechanism. Yeah, but it doesn't help us to trigger destruction of our competition. Yeah, but this is not making you better, eh? Or at least that's what would be my answer if we were still chimps. Oh, I see. But it's true though. Sometimes it's easier to say stuff to make people agree with ourselves than actually ask for feedback. You did respond something useful, so don't worry at all. Thank you again, especially 4.3, the one I realized recently. I only asked about your latest work because self-assumption is too based without even asking. Because click to shoot, 0.3, no direction when it comes to scope. Is that the original click to shoot? Yeah, it's, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. I'm gonna read one or two more, but then we move on, okay? Maybe an interesting one. If you could do this game all over, what are the things you would do differently, both on design and the business side? Let's see. When I released the first Steam page, I wasn't entirely happy with the capsule art. We ended up changing it halfway through, which I think hurt the brand a little bit. If I did it again, I would have just paid someone pro to do it from the start. Yeah, I think this is the one place where you should probably pay someone to do the art for you. Yes. Agreed. What did you see that makes you feel like you hurt your brand? We're likely going to launch with a more simple placeholder capsule art before improving the idea. I think it's best to release your Steam page with the most polished capsules and trailer you can. Announcement is one of the biggest beats for your marketing, and I see more people ignoring it than other. Okay, I'll keep this in mind for my next game, guys, because I can't change it now. Hey, my man, who cares on YouTube? Thank you so much for being a member. All right, cheats. We have cheats, we have feedback, and next game. Thank you very much, brother. Stole that idea. The problem with doing it like I did was when I paid a professional, he had to basically copy the logo that I already designed, despite being a way better logo designer than me. We tried a few other ideas which probably looked better and would have been fine for the start, but I just looked like it was different game and would have possibly confused people who had already seen the existing branding, especially since we had a pretty generic title for the game. Gotcha. Yeah, the generic title is really difficult in my opinion, but hey. How did you market your game? Okay, I think, let me read some more. Let's see, people farm, the people yearn for GNOME-based content. I don't really have a question, just want to take a moment to celebrate your success. First of all, congratulations. Knocking Steam recommended was not a friend and I working on roguelike. Could you share any lessons learned from designing the way items relics work? What's your process? Items. For playtesting, did you mainly do it through... I think this is important. Let's read this. And what was the other one here? How did you market? Okay, marketing and playtest. I think these two are very important. Make a solid demo and playtest the shit out of it with heaps of people before putting it live. It's your single biggest marketing tool. Really put a lot of effort into making a Steam page look professional. Same with your capsule art and trailer. Email as many YouTubers with free keys. Yeah, this is when releasing. Find good subreddits that fit your niche and share your game there at major milestones. Most importantly, look at what type of their games do well on Steam, play them, and learn what it is that makes them good.
Bloons, Kingdom Rush, Plants vs. Zombies. Should I continue? Should I call Crystal Guardians a good game?
Skips the marketing question? Oh, no, I'm not gonna skip marketing. 1-0, thank you very much for following. And Holy Toast, thank you very much for subscribing. And Pyrefight, thank you very much for subscribing too, you guys. Thank you very much for the big support. Sorry there are no notifications, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And then the big one here at the bottom. Where was this? Sorry. First of all, congratulations. Items, it's fine. I'm gonna read that later. Here, playtesting. For playtesting, did you mainly do it through Discord or through Steam's built-in system? I'm working on a game getting closer to beta release, and I've got good feedback going through the GX Games and Google Forms system. We're gonna do this today as well. Google Forms. My Discord only has 7 users and it isn't active at all. See, guys, this is what applies to everyone that starts making a game. This applies to you. You start making a game, no one knows you. And to me too, right? What can you do to get feedback? That is really important, this step right here. Because without feedback, you cannot make your game better. And we had a discussion about this before, where it's like, oh, Cakez, you have so many playtesters, of course you can get feedback. I'm just a lone dev. I don't know anyone, I don't have any friends. How can I get feedback? I think anyone can get feedback. Let's see. Right now, I haven't had a chance to release a new major content update. What was your best way to get word of your demo playtest out there for streamers? At what point did you start reaching out? When the game is almost done. When the game is almost done. But yeah, early on we used Discord and just made our friends stream the game to us. After we had a Steam page, we put a build up on there and gave out keys in exchange for feedback. But who? To whom? I also use it as a way to get people into our Discord community early on. Edit, sorry, I didn't realize there was a second after your question. I literally emailed about 1,500 YouTubers and streamers with playtest keys, the demo version, right before I switched the demo live. Damn! 1,500! This one is important actually here. Early on we used Discord and just made our friends stream the game to us. I think I should do this too. I can ask my brother. Like, how many of you guys have at least one friend? 2 friends? I disagree after 389 emails. I was dead after 389 emails. Yeah, this guy's crazy. Maybe he used some type of program, man. That's insane. One friend, sorry, I do. This is actually really cool because you can make them stream the game through Discord. So you put out a private playtest on Steam. So where's the playtest here? Here. You put out a private... Is there a store page for this? It's just gnomes, yeah. You put it a private playtest on Steam, and then you give the link to your friend, and then you ask them to stream the game through Discord, You watch them play the game, and despite what they say, how long they play, what they do, you can pinpoint major mistakes in your design. Now you need to have the right friends. This is super basic. Yeah, but how many people are doing that, Zakaza? 120-hour peak. No, this is the Gnomes playtest, which is private. Fluff. The Gnomes game is sitting at this right here. The entire game is sitting at this. 130 at the moment. What I'm looking at here is a private playtest that you cannot find through the normal Steam page. You need to search for that. And they used this Steam page above everything else as their feedback tool. I did that, you did that, but how many other people did that too? So anyways, let's not spend too much time on this. Very interesting. I'm gonna keep that a point to do for my game and next game. Very good stuff. We are compiling a list, my brothers. Congrats on your success. Did you use any tools to generate automate email lists? 1,500 seems a lot, yeah. It was a lot to do manually, and a Gmail account got temporarily banned, so I need to find a better way. This guy did it by hand. Holy moly! Gmail just banned this guy. And Superku gave up after almost 400. Holy, this guy has more stamina than Superku. 4 times more stamina almost. Crazy. Actually, it's 4 times. Bro is dedicated. Yeah, that guy is dedicated, man. Let me see. How many wishlists did you have, and what was the most successful way of gaining them? Okay, we're gonna ask. That's the last question. Find that interesting. We had about 15,000 wishlists at launch. The most important thing is making a solid demo that reflects the final product and then getting it out to as many relevant YouTubers, creators as possible. I find that interesting. Why do you make a demo and then email a bunch of... I find that weird. Can someone explain this? What is the reasoning? Why can I not Oh. Why did they email YouTubers about the demo and not the game itself? So they did a private playtest with their friends and the Discord people. They let them stream the game one-on-one. They looked at how to improve the game. Once they managed to have a most stable game they could have had, then they started making a demo. Where's the demo? This is the Steam charts for the game. Where's the demo? Then they made a demo which released shortly after, like a couple of months after the playtest. They released a demo, and that's when they emailed a lot of YouTubers and streamers to play the game. This is the emails popping off and the release of the demo at the same time. Why did they email YouTubers and streamers for the demo and not the release of the game? Or did they email them again on release? Because the game isn't done? So people wishlist before release? People see Mr. Streamer play a cool demo, they wishlist. They emailed them again, lol. So basically they emailed them twice. Okay, interesting. That makes me rethink my strategy. I'll probably, for this date, I'll probably do a private playtest. For this date right here. For my birthday. And then I might do the same, because I'll do a demo page release. An actual full release of the demo page. And that I will probably need 1 to 2 more weeks to set that up properly. I'm not doing a public playtest again, because I did that before. The next thing, the next big milestone for me will be a demo page. Interesting. Okay, cool. Very interesting. I didn't know that you could do it that way. Definitely something to keep in mind. Let me put points here. You did not do a public playtest, you did a demo. Please be aware of the difference. Whatever. who cares? Okay, let me skim a little bit, but I think we are almost done. No engine, interesting. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Learning process though. What made you make a game with no engine? And what did you end up using? I hate waiting for Unity to start. Oh, me too, man. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Sorry about this. It's still my tonsillitis, but it's almost gone. Very happy about this. I hate bloat, hate searching through menus. Godot. This is Godot. Searching through menus, dealing with artificial constraints, for example, lol. And I like cooking and making a beautiful engine where everything fits together perfectly. While the game is written in Rust, it uses all C libraries basically. Oh, guys, we're making a game in C. That's the real infrastructure, lol. Specifically C, Fmod, OpenGL, Lindit, whatever that is. But you know, Rust was great to write the domain logic in. I'm happy with what I've learned, but also I recently heard of MacroQuad, and it just looks like what my engine tries to be. Haven't used it much though. Good luck. Learn OpenGL.com, etc. True. GigaChat. Cool. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna skim a little bit. Here's Hayes Gnome's friends picked up a couple of weeks ago. Still very good. Blah blah blah. Congrats on the success. Starting off, a couple of friends of mine wearing playtests. My question is more on the business side. When did you finally get an LLC for your studio itself? Do you have a finance guy or did you learn QuickBooks or something? Oh, that's interesting. The business side of things. Usually people don't have the money to quit their jobs, so they need to make the game next to their job, or they need to have a part-time job to feed themselves while making a game. I think that's interesting, and then we move on. As you can see from our post title, we made it without a budget, so there's no really many finances to manage. But to answer your question, we had to set up a business entity in Australia. It's a bit different in the US. Yeah, basically you have to do that in Germany too. Before you get started, you need to agree what everyone's roles are and what their share is. I don't think it's worth setting up a company until you're almost ready to get your game on Steam though. Up until that point, I would consider it a hobby. True. We had a few small setup costs, like $100 to make the Steam page and business setup costs, but apart from that, we have done basically everything ourselves. I wonder who made the sound effects. Since the game started selling, we just booked a meeting with an accountant and asked for advice on how to do everything so we don't end up in jail. True. We run a pretty lean business, so ideally we're trying to avoid paying wages or setting up regular payments because that is a pain in the ass. True. The most important thing is that you'll agree in principle what your shares are and how you're going to pay yourself. If you have success, then it is up to the business in that way that works for that. Then set up your business in that way. Yeah. So basically you work together with someone and you're like, okay, so I do the coding, you do the art, I get 60%, you get 40%, I get 50%, you get 50%. On the sales, and then if there are no sales, you get no money. If there are sales, you split the money. One person, I guess, gets the money and then sends half of that money to the other person. Good stuff. How much did it cost for the reviews? Cool. And now, if you guys want to keep reading this, I think there's a lot of valuable information in this post. Here you go. I don't have time to read it all day, even though I would like to. Hopefully, you guys can take something away from this. For me, the number one thing that I take away from this is for the next game, I want to do a better way of releasing my Steam page. Spend more time on the Steam page before releasing it. And about the demo version and the private playtests, the Discord stuff was really interesting, streaming the game to me. And then, of course, this guy has a lot of experience. Don't forget that, okay? A decade of experience. That is really important. Gnomes, really good game. I like it. Cool. Next game? Of course I'm gonna make a next game after this game. After my game. For sure. Let's, you know, get rid of some of these tabs here though. Okay, let me quickly check if I don't want to show anything I'm not supposed to. Hello, little bro. Hey, Huckley, how you doing, bro? Chat gives credit in Tangies as creative consultant. Yeah, chat will get credits for sure. I found a mascot for the stream. Clown. Oh wait, there he is in the corner. That was fast. Very funny. Valencia's Gaming on YouTube. Oh. I would allocate 75% of the profit to further game dev expenses, only 25% to divide between devs. Yeah, if you have enough money from what you get from the game, for sure. Also, Yova, if you split it 50-50, then, which you probably should, because you worked on it 50-50, then you are on your own still. You're your own thing, your own, let's say, entity. If you say if 75% of our earnings will be for the next project, now you lock the person in to work with you on the next project, which maybe they don't want to. So you can't really say that per se. All right, guys, let's learn about Google Docs, okay, shall we? So let me do. Also, I unified the options window, but showed that already. Borderless. So what I want to do today is basically this. When we click on feedback, it will open up a Google Docs document that is a survey. A survey where we can gather feedback from the player, ask them to give us a detailed response. It's just another way of getting feedback for the game before we do a public playtest demo or a public demo page. That will happen, let's say, at the end of next month, maybe at the end of May. We do a public demo page. I could see myself being ready then. And so, yeah. When they click here, a window will open that looks somewhat like this. Let me change some of the stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna unpause the notifications.
Demo out, check. Mixed review, check. Doesn't work on AMD.
Wait, here
check.
to
Unbalanced game, check. UI bugs, check.
Bro,
yapping all day, check.
Toggle. To quickly finish the thought about what was the worst part when making your own engine, font. You see in Stardew Valley how the font, when you zoom out, looks good, but when you zoom in, you realize that it's not actually proper pixel art font. It uses anti-aliasing to somewhat blur the font into its position because the font doesn't scale properly to 0.2. 0.6, 0.7, that is sub-pixel rendering, sub-pixel scaling. Yeah, there is a slider for the font, yeah, but if you scale UI by 75%, which you can in Stardew Valley, and that happens when you also resize the window, to get away from this problem. No, I'm not answering the phone right now. It's too late. Where is it? Where's... Eh? Where is it? Here, Photopia. To get away from this problem right here, where it tries to fill out the pixels properly, what it does is it blurs the font. Sorry, not blurs. Yeah, kind of, you can call it blur, but it's anti-aliasing. And so then when you zoom out, the font looks fine and not deformed like in this scenario. This is what makes fonts so annoying to use. It's a basic feature of engines. They give that to you for free. If you write your own engine, you have to find a way to make that happen to yourself. And that is called sub-pixel rendering or font subscaling, something like that. Shader toy. What is that called, guys? Non-integer upscaling, I think. This right here. Yeah, if we take a screenshot here. And then put that in, you can see that here at the bottom the pixels are normally scaled, and at the top here it uses the anti-aliasing effect. And the effect that it has is that it looks smooth, there's no wobbliness, but for font it makes the font more readable, which is something that you probably want to do if you make your own engine. And you can see the code is right here. It's kind of difficult to read. For me, it's difficult to read. I haven't managed to implement that yet. Because I'm stupid. But yeah. Anyways. That's to finish the point. So we can move on. Stardew Valley does that, by the way, because it's a framework. Oh. Let's move on. Then we do control. And then I search for mines. No. TTS is working. There we go. Okay, so let's try this again. I just paused notifications. Thank you very much for $3, my man. Charisse, I appreciate the support, bro.
Fuck Cakez, fuck Pirate Software Basic.
Shut up, bro.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Firefly just subscribe.
Firefly, thank you.
When will you release 20 Rico from your basement, Cakez? We need him in here to make you stop yapping.
No, maybe Rico is on vacation or something, on a trip again, like before.
Am I so out of touch? No.
H0 like 0 as just subscribed. Hello.
Oh, it's that simple.
I love Cakez, dirty dog fucker, no soap, no skill, no original
Google
ideas,
Docs, it should link to Cake77,
no
right?
Clue, no knowledge, no games released, no good text, no code, dumb idiot react.
Let me see, I don't want to leak myself.
Streaming, okay, champ.
Head to Google
Share
Docs.
Is, my man, thank you for $3.
Google
Any plans
Docs.
on animating the water yet? Hum water. I love water.
Wow,
wet.
that looks weird.
Water, wow.
Maybe if we go down... Oh god. Change quit to close or something similar? No. I'm good, bro. Nah, I'm good. I miss playing games, guys. I miss playing games. I'm not going there. How do I... like... Huh? Like, we're wasting time right now. So, we're wasting time. Okay, so what do we want? We want to do a... Hey! What the hell? And what happened now? Someone messaged me? It's my private documents. Wait a minute. So I leaked myself again. Thank you very much. Blank document. Let's read here. To create a server using Google Forms, navigate to Google Forms and create a new form. Google Forms. How do I get to Google Forms? This is Google Docs. Oh, here. I don't want to leak any of my stuff here, man. T-shirt sign up? Party invite? Blank form. Aha. So, I hope that this doesn't show anything bad. Because, guys, there are some, you know, documents there that I have with sponsorships sometimes. And I don't want that to show. Untitled form. Okay, cool. Now. How do I set D&D? Stop that, bro. Playing Dota 2. Aha. I see here, my friend. Play. I'm going to use The King is Watching as an inspiration for sure. So, when we click on feedback, for The King is Watching. The King is Watching demo feedback. Thank you for playing The King is Watching demo. Let's find out whether you liked it or not. Any feedback is greatly appreciated since it will help us Improve the game. And you linked me. I'm so tired of this shit! Oh my god! Yeah, I need to change my emails. My password, man. This one, no. Password actualization. Wait, maybe I wrote it down. Give me a second, guys. Where's my passwords? Oh, my Twitch password. Chat's mom is fat. Interesting. Yeah, haven't had the need to, you know, type that in a while. Always good to know. Ah, there we go. Man, these are old passwords as hell. I have a password from Ion, guys. Ion. Anyone of you remembers the game still? It's good MMORPG actually. Really like that. Sadly, the game evolved in a bad way. The updates they made sucked. I really enjoyed the very first version of Ion, where you had to fight in the abyss. And you had to manage your flight time. And then they took that away by leveling up to 55, and now you only do ground missions. You're only on the grounds at all times. That sucked. I really like the idea of flying and infiltrating fortresses. Unfortunately, they changed that. And that's when I stopped playing. Game got worse. I cannot find my password for that. Which means I have to write a new one, do I? I thought I wrote that down. Actually. I guess I didn't. Weird. Anyways. Well, this looks awesome. And that's not my game, though. That artwork is crazy good. Yeah, the king is watching has really good artwork. Yeah, yep. These are professionals that work there, for sure. That's not my game, though. Guys, please don't misunderstand, okay? This is not my game. Yeah, I have a password book like grandmother. I know, grandma, grandpa. Grandpa. Okay, so I really don't have it written down, do I? I thought I wrote that down. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't expect this to happen. I don't want to waste... I guess I didn't write it down because I knew the password. I was like, oh, the password will be easy, you will remember this. And then I forget it, of course. I'm gonna write the password here then, next. So this is the email. Cakez. This will be, okay... 77 at gmail.com. This will be like my business email. Should have set that up way before, and then the password. There you go. That's why you should only have one password, maximum two. Yeah, that's the best way to get hacked, bro. Let me change that. Here. Wait, what? Ah, I see. So it takes... It opens up Chrome. Which is... No, thanks. Okay. There you go. So that's the form. But I'll open this up, hopefully on here. What now? And then we can change the contour in English. There you go. Cool. Okay, so essentially what I'm trying to build... No, thanks. Take a tour. I'll figure this out. I'll probably build the same aspect of this myself. So, let's begin. A Tangy TD demo feedback. Is there anything like, do I do bold or something? Aha, cool. I wanna do bold. Then thank you for playing Tangy TD. Exclamation mark. To make the game better, I always appreciate. It's gonna give me spelling mistakes, right? Feedback. Greatly. If you are, how do you say that? If you, how do you say that? I always appreciate feedback. So if you have the time and want to help make the game better, comma, feel free to fill out this survey. The questions below. From 1 to 10, what do you guys think? Is that good? Tachchen, Bytekeeper. How you doing? And Wujeyu, Relipse 10, Holy Toast, and Say Watch. Thank you guys for following. I appreciate it a lot. Just copy what they wrote, bro. Looks better. How much time have you spent playing the demo? Yeah, we'll do that. How much time have you spent playing the demo? Question mark. And then multiple choice, yeah, and required. And then option 1. Less than 20 minutes. By the way, this one is really important. That's bad. And another option, 20 to 60 minutes. Can we do tab? I can. 1 to 2 hours. 3 to 4 hours. I'm just gonna use the same. 4+ hours. Cool. New. How do I make a new one? Plus. Had a question. Oh man, that's so easy. How far into the build have you gone? Please mark everything that applies to you. I finished the tutorial. Okay, wait. I need to apply that to my demo. I have 3 versions. Sorry, 3, not quit. Shit. Give me a sec. God damn it. Where's my game? Question, how much rage bait did you provide in Cakez Twitch chat? Yeah, please make it short so people will skip it. Don't make it mandatory? No, guys. It's gotta be mandatory because then no one fills it out. You can get that info from the Steam stats. Why ask in the feedback? The reason why for me in this case particular is because I might not be able to reset my demo to
Am I so out of
0.
touch?
I already have stats saved.
Kent_C just subscribed.
Hey Kent, thank you so much for subscribing, bro. Big W is a chat for Kent. Come on, guys. Thank you very much for the support, bro. What a nice person, man. Yep. If we go to marketing and visibility for the demo. No! Sorry, not this. I'm so sorry, not this. Wrong click. If we go to the demo stats, I already have a medium time played. I'm gonna ask Steam to reset this for the next playtest. But if I can't, then I need to gather statistics in a different way. Because if someone played the demo in the past, they're gonna play the demo again. These stats will not reflect the actual time. It will just add on top. So if someone already played 10 minutes, they play again. Now they have played 20 minutes, but they still only played 10 minutes. If that makes sense. Because it's accumulative. Which makes sense to then, you know, have that. Okay, how far into the build have you gone? How far into the game have you gone? No, wait, how far into the game have you gone? Please. Is there really a comma after this? Please mark everything that applies to you. Okay, so I finished the first map. That is Crossroads. I mean, that's gotta be the tutorial, right? No comma? Yeah, it's weird why there's a comma. Cakez, does multiple choice refer to the format of answering, or does it mean multiple boxes below one question can be ticked? Oh, so this right here, you know, this has got to be a... not multiple choice, but... I only want to be able to click one. Checkboxes, maybe? Can I make this... huh? I only want one, two... huh? We'll figure this out in a second. I don't know. I finished the first map. I mean, like, this stuff is through the data Steam stats. I don't really have to ask this. What was the highest level you completed? Well, I only have 3 levels, so... what do I want to ask them? I don't really need this information because I tested out all Tangy heroes. One, at least once. I beat the goblin boss in Murky Waters. Then we're gonna do... I don't really need this. I bought items in the shop in town. Yeah, there's not much more to do. I tested out all Tangy heroes at least once. Yeah, let's keep it like that for now. Multiple choice. It is useful to get some context when you read from the form later, like how far the dude got when you look at the answers of them. Radio is the correct. You can only check one in a radio group. Radio. It's called radio group. Radio. But there is no radio. Am I blind? Multiple choice. There is no radio. Eh? Radio is the circle. I think radio is multiple choice. And then how do I... Aha. Wait, these are checkboxes, guys. So here, this one is a checkbox. Aha. So this is only one. This is multiple choice. I get it now. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very easy to do. How did you learn about the game? I've watched, well, for me... well, okay, fine. How did you learn about the game? Question mark. Required. I'm gonna make these required, guys, because otherwise there is no point in having these, in my opinion. All right, that is a... yeah, I've watched a video on YouTube, which could be from my channel, for example, or from someone else, but for now, watched. I saw my favorite streamer playing this game. I saw my favorite streamer playing this game. Why is there a dot here and not here? These guys have the same problem I have, because either you put a dot or you never put a dot, but you don't mix them. I've read about the King's Watching on Gaming Press website. Yeah, that didn't happen, but I'm just gonna add that for the future. I'm gonna do this, guys. Watch. Professional. Oh, I can't actually make this fat. I can't. Tangy TD. On gaming/press website. I've seen the game on social media. Reddit, X, TikTok. I have nothing on TikTok, but yeah. My friend recommended the game to me. My friend recommended the game to me. It was recommended to me by Steam. What else? I played other games from publisher Tiny Builds. I decided King's Watching. I cannot remember. Yeah. Could be. Other. I wonder how to add other. Ooh. Wow, so easy. Damn, that's easy. Required. Save. Twitch? Yeah, I guess. I saw you stream the game on Twitch. There we go. Good idea. Alright, what else? On a scale from 1 to 10, how likely are you going to recommend this game to a friend or a colleague? Okay, let's do that too. From 0 to 10. I know already. Everyone in chat will type 0. Funny. Alright, and then this one is a multiple choice grid, I think. No. It is a... How did they do that? Linear scale? From 1 to 10? I think it's a linear scale, right? Linear scale, it's gotta be linear scale. How do you describe this game to your friend? Oh, that's a cool idea. And it's not required, but this one is required. This one here is also required. Cool, we're almost done with this, guys. That's awesome. I didn't think it would be this easy. Google Docs are doing a really good job. How would you describe this game to your friend? Now, why is this question important, guys? If you guys remember Core Keeper, what we set up, what the game, made the people, the game so popular was people saying others or friends talking to each other. Hey, have you played Core Keeper? It's like Terraria and Stardew Valley combined. Or hey, have you played Core Keeper? It's like Minecraft but in 2D. Stuff like this made the game really popular through word of mouth, and it was very easy to describe the game because yeah, let's see your answer. So that would just be a short answer or paragraph. I guess it's a short answer. What? No, it's not about what do you think about the game. This is a different. This is a very important question. Helps a lot. Nah, I'm just gonna do 1 to 10. Likely, not likely. I don't like this at all. How do I change the preview? It's supposed to say your answer. Short answer text. Your answer. What game? Yeah, awesome question as well.
This is actually looking good. Easily a mixed review / mostly positive.
Okay, what games does Tangy TD remind you of? That is also a short answer. Good. Surely nobody will give troll answers in this. Yeah, there will be troll answers, but I'm looking for the real people here. There will be some people that give actual answers, and this is what I'm looking for. I know that there will always be some people that can't help themselves and try to, you know, destroy that, but for the most part, yeah. That's the important part. You can easily filter them out. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's see. Let me actually fill out the survey. How long did I play the demo? I played for, I would say 3 to 4 hours. Like 1 hour on stream and then at least 2 to 3 hours off stream. How far into the game? I finished the tutorial. I've run and purchased an upgrade. I've lost a run. Yeah, I purchased it. I've survived to the encounter with the... I did not. I've beaten. I've checked out the... I have not. So I'm really bad. After 3 hours of playing, I still didn't reach the boss. I've watched a video. I saw my favorite streamer play. I read the King is watching on game. I've seen the game on social media. My friend. Yeah, so basically I'm saying that chat recommended this to me, right? You guys recommended this to me. So my friend. Chat is my friend. On a scale on 1 to 10, how likely? 10. I would recommend this game to other people, especially the demo since it's free. How do you describe this game? Well, that's difficult. How do I describe? A tower defense, a city builder tower defense, auto battler, I guess. A city builder tower defense auto battler. Is that correct for the King is watching? What games does the King is remind you of? The King is watching remind you of? I don't know. Auto battler? Yeah, you don't have any agency. Not really. Tower defense. Well, auto battler. Oh, Kingdom Rush in a way. For sure. I didn't play many city builder games, so I guess I'll do Thronefall. Anything else? Tetris. Tetris because of the watch mechanic. Well, yeah. Tower defense, city builder, tower defense, cozy. Kingdom Rush? Kingdom Rush because of the active abilities. A city builder, tower defense. I'm just gonna keep auto battler. Whatever. This is wrong. Mechanic. What did I type wrong here? Typo cakes where? Kingdom Rush. Kingdom Rush. Kingdom Rush, yeah. It is. Next. Let's go into details. How difficult did you find the game's difficulty? I lost a lot on the same wave over and over again. I think it's a bit hard, to be honest. Okay. Now, how do I make a new page here, guys? Import questions. Add video. Add section. So you didn't learn? No, I did learn, but I did learn, but it was still difficult. And I felt like I always need to do the same. What about the plus button? The plus button just adds one. Settings. I don't know. Maybe it just does this automatically? Sections, maybe? Add a section. Aha. So maybe here. And then this is called... Can I rename this? Untitled section? Okay. Let's go into details. Of course. Description. No description. Just a new thing here. Question. How did you find the game's difficulty? Question mark. Required. That is another multiple choice. So only one. Too easy. Bit. Easy. Just right. I don't think that it will be just right for anyone. A bit hard. Too hard. Okay. Next. And required is yes. How would you rate, oh god, the following elements of the game? Oh my god, that's crazy. Is that it? Next, there's more. Holy goodness. Alright, I'll do it too. Okay, that's a lot. How would you rate the following elements of the game? Goodness, that is a multiple choice grid. Yeah, enemy. Variety is easy. Variety. And then the column, and after that is building variety. That is ability variety. So basically on this, that has to do with the skill trees. Or yeah, maybe spells and spell casting or abilities. No, ability variety is fine. Skill tree. Maybe I should add something in here, like to comment on the difficulty, but I guess that will be at the very end. If somebody fills out the whole form, they're already on a hook to buy the game. Yeah, Nicholas, to me this is... I don't expect many people to fill this out at all. But what I do expect is from those people that fill this out to give me a better understanding of what they like and don't like. And ultimately help me make the game for the target audience. that I'm trying to sell the game to. Instead of trying to make it a game that is too generic and then try to please everybody, which you can never do. Let me see, resource management, ability, enemy variety, resource management. So I have the tree in the game. How do you call that, guys? So I'll show you guys. What would you call the management of the seed, not the seed tree, the orange tree, combined with the act of, yeah, like earning money? Can't please everyone. Better hope you please someone though. Yeah, of course. So from that's the point. But I want to lean into the people that like this mechanic. Like, what would you call this? Like, it's the same as the not Vampire Survivors, as the Plants vs Zombies mechanics. We plan to add a button in the main menu. Already have, yeah. In their survey, they call it resource management. Yeah. Okay. Resource management. Combat spectacle. I don't know about that. Combat spectacle. Combat visuals? Maybe. Ability variety. Upgrades. Slash items. How effective they are. What is that called? Impact. How impactful do you think the upgrades or items are? Combat visuals, the user interface. And I will make one in general. Yeah, user in meta progression. Isn't it double S, meta progression? Graphics, I guess. This one's gonna be bad, for sure. Tutorial, yeah, tutorial. My tutorial is not there. And then enemies. Attacking back. That's the entire idea of the game. Strategy, sorry. And I'm gonna put this at the very top here. And then I have very bad. Bad, average, good, very good. Shouldn't I do this 1 to 5? Rather? Well, if you do very bad and you write bad lowercase, then you can't say very good and good uppercase. It's gonna be very bad as well. Like that. Require a response in each row, I guess. Does it? Did I forget someone? Strategy, comma, story. Progression, tree generation, JK. I forgot a question mark? Oh, thank you. Yeah, but it is how would you rate the following elements of the game? I think it's normal. Avnish, game dev. Lore? Don't care about the lore. People don't care about the story. Guys, we just read an article. Feel free to comment on your choices in the previous section if you want to expand your opinion. Yup. Okay. Long answer text. Your answer? Paragraph? What's the game's UI easy to use and understand? Ah, that one's important, yeah. Was the game's UI easy? Probably not. I already know. What if if anything, comma, was difficult or confusing? Huh? I didn't write that. Google, in general, how did each run feel? They're still not done? In general, how did each run feel? I mean... This is about the run. We can only play one map in that demo. For me, I have 3 maps. 3 maps. How would I phrase that question? Why would you rescue the healer Tangy if you don't know that she will be my wife by the end of the game? If I don't know? Stop asking these questions, man. Listen. You're just unlocking units by playing the game, bro. Long answer text, long answer text. Can I not preview this differently? You don't know how important the story is, bro. I'm so tired of this, man. Oh my god. I'm so tired of this. Okay, I'm gonna shut this guy up and then we can work on the game again. No, there is story here. Where is it? Oh, you're so lucky that I can't find this. You are so lucky. You are so lucky. Wait, general mistakes. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I'm tired. Listen. Don't care about what you're trying to say. You're wasting my time. Let's move on. Where's my survey? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hi, in general, how did each run feel? I could ask it like this. In general, how to replay the maps. Something to replay the maps. Question mark after rating elements question, please. According to Google, it needs it. They don't have a question mark here either, bro. Doesn't matter. How motivated? I don't want to use incentive. How likely? No. How motivated? I guess, yeah. How motivated were you, comma, to replay the maps? I think that's a nice idea. And then we do from 1 to 5. Level 1 is not motivated at... Is it unmotivated? Orange income. Not motivated. Very motivated. What did I miss besides the blabbering? Have you faced any technical difficulties during a playthrough? Yeah. Have you faced any technical difficulties during your playthrough? Playthrough. Thraug. It's correct. Okay. What does it say? Ah, I see. So that's correct. Wait. Playthrough. If yes, comma. Please describe them below. Long answer text. Next. If you have any feedback to share about the king is watching, please do it here. We will appreciate any and all thoughts you have. Yes. If you have any other feedback to share about Tangy TD, please, comma, do it here. I appreciate any and all thoughts you have. Oops, plus. Done! Required? Typo? If you have any other feedback to share about Tangy TD, please do it here. I appreciate any and all thoughts you have. Where? Higher. 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 Higher? Bro, below, not below in last question.
Don't be afraid of poor marketing and you'll be stronger.
Search below? Below?
Good game will sell nonetheless. The money will come to you.
I see below. Below. Describe them below. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, appreciate that. Aha. All right, I like that. Okay, oh yeah, I need to fill it out. It was a bit hard. Enemy variety was, I would say, good. Building variety is average. I think it's a bit bad, to be honest. There's so many different types of buildings. And sometimes I get a building that doesn't seem useful at all. At least not yet. But I haven't played as much, so I guess I would say average, because it's asking about the variety. Meaning, well, is there enough variety? Yeah, there's a lot of variety, but some buildings feel useless. At least when you're first starting out. The spells and spell casting, I would say, is good too. Resource management, that's actually really good. I like it a lot. Combat spectacle, I mean, it's good. Yeah. User interface, good. Meta progression, didn't really feel any impact on that. Graphics, good. Tutorial, if I remember correctly, is good. Music is good. Encounters, narrative feels bad because I feel like nothing that I did. So buildings I felt useless. Like the what is that building? Shit, now I have to play because I forgot. No, play. What was that building? What was it called? The Grapes building. What's the building called for that? Actually. Let me play for a second. What field? Vine? Vine what? Vine fields? Okay. Like the Vine field. It's W, Vine.
7
Yep.
stars. My man, thank you for $3.
Oi! My man, thank you.
Cakez. In a game dev course at my uni, we
Yeah.
used book Game Development Essentials, an introduction book to learn about how to develop a game idea, playtest and analyze it and iterate on it. I could see an immediate improvement in my game dev skills. Good progress on the game.
That's awesome, man. Really good stuff, bro. Just so you know, Cakes, I didn't even touch this feedback form. I know that most people won't touch it. It's just something I'm testing right now with this game, because I want to learn of what works very well and what doesn't. I don't mind spending a couple of additional days trying out different stuff that helps you get feedback, and then for the next game, or the next couple of games that I make, I can just choose what to do, because I've done these things before and I know what I'm talking about. I tried out something, maybe it didn't work, but now I know. Been 4 years, I think it's pretty clear you don't mind wasting some time. Oh, really? So from like how long did you work on your first games that you released where? When you started out? It's like these people with like years of experience, right? Trying to tell other people that are learning how to do things. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, just use the experience that I have after 5 years of making games, and then apply that to you.
Soulfoam just subscribed. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you very much for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate it. Okay, buildings felt felt useless, like a wine field. Can you sell my wine? No. Market. Yeah, I can't sell wine. Like the wine field. I can't sell wine. But also, it's not used immediately. What's the game UI easy to understand? The game UI was a bit overwhelming in the beginning, but over time I got used to it. I feel like it takes about 1 to 3 hours to get familiar with the UI. Otherwise, it looks and feels good. Maybe like some specifics, but I don't really have any specifics. I think the UI is good. Tooltips are good. Yeah, very well done. The tooltips are here. Tooltips help make understanding. I should probably say tooltips. 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 There's no way this is a spelling mistake. No, bullshit. Tooltips help a lot with the UI. The vine is automatically used by troops. Yeah, but like it didn't communicate that to me, so that's my response. Now that you told me, doesn't mean that it will change my mind, because that's how I felt before you told me what it is for, because the game didn't communicate that very well to me. How did each run feel? Kinda repetitive, actually. Sorry, but that's true. Like Shade 11, Did you feel the game was repetitive? Every run was mostly the same? Same buildings, same start? There are some upgrades you got, some buffs you got, but I feel like they weren't game-changing enough for me to place different buildings. I always place these two, then I place a wheat field, I place or a tree. After that I place a wheat field. Then after that I place a building to generate units. After that I try to get stronger units. I need to get gold to expand my vision. It's always the same steps. Literally. So yeah, have you faced any technical difficulties during the playthrough? No, none at all. Nope. Any other feedback? Really good demo. I feel like the starting strategy is always the same. But I also didn't play that long. For example, 2 water tiles, comma, followed by wood and grain. Is it called grain? Wheat. Wheat. Then, comma, then get troops. Then get gold. Then build. Then expand vision. More advanced troops. And that is usually when I lost to powerful enemies. The upgrades didn't make much of a difference, it feels like. Both. There we go. That's my feedback. Next. Oh my god. Tell myself. I think I'm just gonna skip this. How old are you? I don't really need to know that. Do I? This is the last section. It's not about the game, but about you. I want to understand the game's audience as much as possible because it really helps keep in mind from whom we are making the game. This information will also help us market the game properly later on. I don't think I want to add this. What do you guys think about this section here? Just got here. Are we trying to release a demo soon? Yes, I am actually. This is already too long. Not required. How would you describe your gender? Prefer to self-describe as? The game genre have you played in the past 30 days? Please list the games which played in the last 30 days. Better make sure next. Nah. Your email? Submit. I'm not gonna give them my email. I can give them this, I guess. Because it's also visible on screen. Fine. Your help is much appreciated. Please leave your email if you want to have a chance to win a copy. For your feedback. My gender is pretty cool. Too much? Yeah, it's too much. The survey takes more than 2 minutes. Too long. Not a bad idea. I don't want to do that. It's too much work for me. It's too much work for me. I'm just gonna write this, but I'm just gonna say if you want to receive updates about the game. Which, I don't even know how that will work, but okay. I'm gonna add this in to see. Playthrough, okay, then next section. Add section. And we call it... Eh? Eh? What? Add section. Hey, what happened? What the hell? No! Hey, no! Delete section. Huh? What? No, huh? Move it? I can't move. How? After section 2. No! Huh? Bro, what's this dog? What happened? Okay. Now, please don't destroy this anymore. How Jim motivated, if you face any technical difficulties, if you have any feedback. Untitled section. There you go. Thank you. There we go, finally. Let's do an exclamation mark, thank you. Bold. Your help is much appreciated. Please leave your email, if you want to receive updates about the game in the future. I don't understand. Then a click. What is this now? Is that a simple... short answer? Your email? Your answer. Short answer text. Yeah, I guess it is. Submit. King is watching demo feedback. Submit another response. Cakez GDPR. Add a question if they watch your stream / YouTube. Cakez. Why? Why would that be important? No comma after, please. Fine. You can filter out partial responses? Nah, I don't think it's important. You know why, Shade11? Because people will just not fill this out if they come from Twitch. Okay, now how do I save this and don't leak all of my stuff again? Settings. How do I save this entire thing now? It's automatically saved. Yeah, but I want to publish it. Untitled form. Oh wait, this form. Submit another response. How is this form called? Maybe just Tangy TD. Wait. Eh? Oh, okay. Publish. Anyone with the link. Responders. Yeah, anyone with the link. Publish. Simple response management. Stop or start accepting responses on your form. Okay. Is this the Google Docs link? Can I just put that in my game? Is that it? But it's /edit. No, that's not the correct link. Copy responder link, share. No! Don't leak anything! Aha, here it is. It's in German. Gib eine erforderliche Frage. Oh my God! There it is. Responder link, people want to respond. Okay, so... Wait, copy responder link. Copy. Okay, so we now have the responder link. Can put it here. Oh wow, that's a lot. And then we also need to put it where the flags are. So flags. Wish list flag, yeah. Feedback flag. Guys, I think we are done now. This is adding Google Docs to the game. Wasn't really that difficult, actually. Let's see. Yeah, it opens up the feedback here. Let's follow this. But before I do that... It's annoying as hell. There you go. I forgot to use how to reload. Yeah, so let's see. How long did you play the demo? Let's say 1 to 2 hours. How far I finished the maps. I tested the Tangy heroes. I beat the goblin boss. I bought items in town. I watched... Well, I'm the developer. Yeah, I know. How likely would you recommend the game to a friend? Well, in its current state, I need to be honest. Between 6 or 7. Six. How would you describe the game to your friends? Okay. A tower defense where enemies fight back. What games does Tangy TD remind you of? Path of Exile, Bloons, TD, Kingdom Rush, not so much actually. Kingdom Rush. Yeah, something like that. Next. Difficulty. Well, for me it is a bit easy, but that's because I played the game a lot. I want my time in brain cells back. Abendessen time for me. Oh wow, average game dev. Where are you? Abendessen time, 4 p.m. How would you rate the following? Enemy variety, average, not good enough. Enemies attacking back, I like it. But it can be done a bit better, so average. Ability variety, average. Is not enough yet. There needs to be more. Let's do bad. Resource management, I actually like that. It's quite fun. Combat visuals, average. Upgrades, item impact is still average, not good enough yet. User interface, bad. Meta progression, bad. Need to work on that. Graphics, art style, bad. Tutorial, non-existent. So, really bad. Feel free to comment your choice in the previous... yeah, need to make many things better. / more clear, bro. But yeah. The game's UI is easy to use and understand. Can't tell I'm the developer. I understand it. The upgrade menu could be a problem though. More like TD from Warcraft 3. In general, how motivated were you to replay the maps? Can't really tell yet. 3. Have you faced any technical difficulties? No. Any other feedback? Let's go! Next. I wonder what happens here. cakes.cakes77@gmail.com. Submit. Okay, now, how can I find my response? Where do I find that? Let me locate this. It's gotta be somewhere in my drive, right? Where is that? Maybe I need to go to Google Forms? Google Docs? Forms? Recent forms. Now I only have this form here. But how can I see the feedback? Click on it. Responses. Oh. Okay, got it. Alright, so now I have a lot of people just lying. Because you guys just copied the link. Thank you very much for lying, guys. Very helpful. Because none of you could have actually played this game yet. Clown, dog, tower defense games where enemies. Classic TD, it's good up to some point, but it gets annoying because the enemies kill your heroes. Now, how can I reset this? Is there a way to reset this? Ah, I can. Alright, good stuff. So I can delete them. You guys can have fun now. And then when I release this, we can see the real responses. Do it later tonight. Yeah. As expand this. Yeah. That. No, the clown on the bottom right was annoying. Can't tell I'm developer. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you very much. In general, how motivated were you to play the maps? 2. Have you faced any technical difficulties? Crashes instantly. Instructions unclear. Okay. No. Bad game, move on. PP poo poo, let's go. Your emails to responses. I don't want to show this. Clown77. Aha. So Clown77 is an email, apparently. Nay. So you can just type in some bullcrap in here? Really? These will be your demo reviews when you press release, Cakes. Yeah, I know, because people just can't help themselves. I know that, bro. It is how it is. But hey, whatever, dude, you know, we're just gonna... These will be the good ones. Someone create a macro, refresh, I wrote a genuine response, Cakes. So this is how you can add... Oh, it updates in real time even. That's crazy. Interesting. No, this will be the stuff that we will use in the future to see what people tell us, what they do. Obviously, it's subjective. And we will fact check this with... Let me do something here. So hopefully this will... Ah, cool. So now I can quit, but I can also press escape to go back. And then quit will be the actual quit button. Cool. Nice. I didn't think it would be that easy. How long did that take us? About an hour to add Google feedback to the game. Awesome. Like it. Nice, Mr. Cakes. Yeah, so now we have Google Docs feedback in the game. You did good today. It looks good. Yeah, thank you, Sengo. Appreciate it. Man. We're done. Like, I guess now we figure out if I can reset the demo. Hashtag no toxic. Is there a way to get rid of the demo, guys? What can we do here? Warning, the release demo does not appear on the game's store page. Reason, the demo is currently deactivated. See below to reactivate. I would like to turn this into a private playtest where I can decide who gets to play the game or not. How can I do that? Let's see. Steam private playtest. Demo playtest. Steam playtest. Invite players to test your game. That's what I would like to do. Request access. Steam playtest. Steam playtest. How does it work? How to set it up? Playtest. Add playtest app. Playtest is a separate app. Can't you do a demo but with keys? I'm gonna try out a playtest and then I'll turn the demo into a demo page. I would like to have playtest. Edit store page, manage, create private playtest. Edit store page. So we go to the game store page. Edit store page. Edit store page. Manage page. Manage page. Manage page. Eh? I lied, sorry. Oh, this guy, I hate this guy. Okay, you're banned. Steamworks. Steamworks is a set of tools. This guy is such an asshole, man. Failed to lab app.
Am I so out of touch?
Unable to value permissions.
The Armimo just subscribed. Alu.
Hey, my man. Mr. Armimo, thank you so much for the support. How do I do that? Let's just read the documentation. See, this is... I was about to read the documentation. Then someone in chat tells me what to do. I do... try to do that. It doesn't actually work. I need to ban them. And now I'm back to not reading the documentation. Click on the app and go to associated packages, Cakez. Oh, I can do a playtest. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's cool. Requesting. Wait, done creating an app. Successfully added the child app publisher. New app payment reporting to publisher. Created TD playtest. Developer conf. Successfully added auto grant package to publisher. Tangy TD playtest. Interesting. How does it look now? Do I have 3 things here now? No? I do. My wife's calling. Give me a sec. Okay, oh god, store page not live. What do we have here now? Your store presence. Checklist incomplete. Wait. Why do I need to do the capsule images and library assets again? That makes no sense. I've already done this. It's on my like main game. Link for feedback, please. Can I have the link? No, because like you haven't played the game yet. There's no point to provide feedback because you didn't play the newest version yet. You need to wait until the game's done or the game's out. And then I will give you access to the playtest and you can give me feedback through that. It is separate so that a playtest and main game have different versions. You can grab it from the parent automatically. Okay. How? Import parent images. Oh, I see. I wonder how long that takes. Wait, that's it? It's just one. Huh? 0 out of 3 added? I don't think that works, guys. Eh? Bruh. Oh, I have to do all of that again? Fine. I cannot, I don't like that actually. This is really annoying. Fine though, whatever. Okay, these are the PSD files. Result number 1. What do we have? You didn't save it. Of course I have them here, but it's annoying. What do we need? We need the library capsule. Of course. Damn it. Library capsule. Library header. Library hero. Library logo. Yeah, I have to change the colors as well. But okay, now we have that. And then I'm pretty sure for one of them, library capsule. Library header. Header capsule. This is supposed to be called library header. Upload. Hello people. Hey Face, how you doing, man? I can confirm. Oh my god, is that big? Confirm, confirm. Confirm and upload. Title color are way too saturated, Immo. I know, guys. The colors are a little bit too saturated. I need to do another pass on this. 4 out of 5. Done, 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 done. Open placement tool. Great, close. So it wasn't. Nice. Did I just copy the correct yeah, the wrong one, of course. No, I need to just go into the PSD files and change the color again. I like the colors. They are a bit too... They grab a little bit too much attention. Placement tool. Open placement tool. Wait, how do I do that again? Bro. How do I use this tool again? Ah. There you go. Save, close. All right, so we should have... Why 4 out of 5? Eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does the Tangy banner look AI generated? No, it's not AI generated. Anyways, let's finish these. What do we need here? Header capsule. Great. Header capsule. Small capsule. And the main capsule. Upload. It is not AI generated. Stop saying that. That's not correct. Confirm and upload. Now, why does it say 4 out of 5, guys? You done uploading? Wait, now it's all check marks. Awesome, publish. This application has not been published. Once public, you will be able to release incremental updates, okay? Good. Okay, I'm done here. This app has unpublished changes. Changes can be viewed in the store beta mode. Valve must review and approve your page before making it public. Please see the preparing for release. Oh, guys, this might actually take 2 weeks. So I can't even release my game before the before the 2nd of May. We might have a problem here, guys. Because I want to do a private playtest. Nobody cares if it's AI generated. If it looks like it, people will believe it. Just give out keys. You have the beta still. Yeah, we'll still do the playtest. Okay, now, done with this. What else? How do I go back to playtest? Cool. Community icon. Client icon. Oh, what was that again? Community icon? What do I have for the game? How do I find community icons? Community icon. Where's that? App admin. Where's that, guys? App admin. Community hub admin. Achievements. Oh, cloud saves is also important. I want to do that as well. Huh? How do I go into the admin? Wait, app admin is here. And then, wait, it literally just looks at the store page? And then community. Community. User content? Community icon? Eh? Oh, that is so annoying. It's different though. Stats and achievements. Wait, it is Steamworks settings. And then community assets maybe? Aha, so it's this icon. It's a JPEG file. Okay, got it. Which one is it though? And how tall is that again? 184. I don't have 184, so I'm pretty sure I just used that. What does it say here? Wait, that's new though. Huh? Calculator. 184 divided by 32. 5.76. I can't even do that. I'm just gonna try this. See if that works. Avatars. Avatars show up in the Steam community for players to choose from when editing their profile. For players to choose from. Players are presented with a list of games in the library with any avatars provided by each game. This is new. That size is new. Yeah, guys, that's a bit odd because I have this desktop icon here. And I also have a Tangy TD icon, I guess, PNG. 32 by 32. And I can make that bigger. Wait, what if I just do sprite, canvas size, 184? Wait, no, not canvas size. Sprite size, 184. Okay. Does that look good? No, some pixels are destroyed. Well, whatever. File, export, Tangy TD icon, 184. There you go. Export. No, it was 800%. Oh my god. Shit. Save as. Tangy TD icon, 184 PNG. There you go. Okay, cool. Now we can select the 184 icon. Oh wait, it actually works already. Okay. Nice. Community icon. Okay, we have that. Let's go back. The client icon. This one is an icon file, 16. There's no way it's that small. 32 by 32. Yeah, there it is. This is the .icon file, right? Which one is it though? 9.2. And this one is 4 p.m. 1 a.m. Which one is it though? Shit. Why did I not delete the other file? I would assume 4 p.m. 4 a.m. is the better one, huh? Or is it this one? Desktop icon? No, actually I think it's this. It's the desktop icon. No, wait, it's not. It's the 4 a.m. one. Wait. 1 a.m., 4 a.m. Yeah, it's gotta be the 4 a.m. one. It's basically this icon here, guys. Let me close that. Here, wait. Man, I have a lot of stuff going. Oh wow, this is also open still. Man, I have a lot of windows open. Holy. This one can close. Here. Tangy TD demo. I have to say, like, this is the Necromancer comic. We played that. Miglorn. This is also one of you guys' games. User-made game. Then we have The King is Watching. It's blurry. That's Plants vs. Zombies. That one looks really good. There's definitely a trick to these. To make them look good. These desktop icons. I think my desktop icon is okay. Compared to the others. But it could definitely be better. Alright. Let's go back here. Okay, cool. Publish. You will need to publish. Can I publish already? Lol, I can publish. Steam already approved it? Publish to Steam. Lol. Wait a minute, guys. Maybe we can already publish the game? Is that it? Store page not live. Okay, what else do we need to do? We have your checklist. At least one build configured, launch options defined. Aha! There it is, guys. So it just keeps growing, and like the to-do list just keeps growing. And let's close some of the stuff here. If we go to the game, or at least the demo, we have launch options. You need to submit for review to launch the build. You need to submit for review to launch the page. I'm pretty sure I need to, yeah. Where is that? Steamworks settings. There's got to be... Where are the launch options again? Installation. General installation? Installation general, yeah? Okay, thank you. Current install folder. I wonder if that's the same. It's cool to do this multiple times. Wait. Huh? Didn't I click on app admin? So confused. Eh? Store page? Steamworks settings. Ah, here it is. Yep. Installation, general installation, playtest, launch option. And then we're just gonna copy that. Game executable, yeah. Edit, of course. Hello. Launch type. Whatever that is. Update? Is that it? Windows? Can I not do an operating system here? Windows. Update. Let's just see what we have here, because it doesn't really show much. Yeah, it's the same. Cool. Launch option is done. Ah, that goes fast. What next? Don't forget to publish. Yeah, we'll publish. And then at least one build configured. That one's gonna be a bit more difficult, I feel like. Oh, we can upload. Okay. I probably need to set the ID here though, right? Cakez framework, demo, Steamworks, was it tools, content builder, I think, content, scripts, simple app build. I think I need to load that. And here's the ID. It's gonna be the same version for now. Won't the ID be one or more something from the build? Never mind. The depot at the bottom line? Oh yeah, the depot as well. Where is my depot though? I don't think I have one yet, right? Configuring depots. Add a new depot. I'm pretty sure I need one new, right? This one here? Is that the same? Isn't that the same number? No, it's not. Okay. That should be it then. I mean, if that's that simple. then build. Also, I kind of want to change the version of the game. I'm pretty sure we are at 0.6.0 now. Let's do a git commit and push. What did I do? Oh, we added in... Yeah. We are probably here now. Git add dot git commit -m Tangy TD version 0.6.0. Added Google Docs feedback to the game. Git push. Very good stuff. Now we have this version ingrained here, and then we'll also add this version to this 0.6.0. Save that. And then what I need to do here is go to this folder and make the build.bat. Okay, someone is at the door. Give me a sec. One second, guys. My wife needs my help. Okay. That one is correct. Okay, run build. So that should upload, but guys, actually, yeah, I'm not muted. I actually have to leave now. My wife really wants to go outside. It's sunny. I started late. Usually I would have been done by now. It's now uploading the content to Steam. And then we'll have the game, where is it? We'll have the game here in the depot. And I think that's all we need. Right? Builds. It's gonna be here, or depots. Yeah. So let me see here. I don't really have the time to rate anyone. I would like to rate Prime, but it is how it is. Guys, I'll leave. I'll try to get this up and running so that they give me permission to use the page, and otherwise we'll figure out a different solution. Anyways, I hope you had fun today, guys. We'll see what we do tomorrow, but we're getting really close towards the end of doing all of the updates so that you guys can play again. Hopefully it will all work out. Thank you, Central Office, for following. You have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you very much for joining. See you tomorrow. Have a great